Hello and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. This is the 8th video in the Inktober 2023 series, and the first one in this video today that we're going to start off with is Day 23, Celestial. Now, I looked into Celestial and I had a look at the list of beings and I settled on Nyx, which is a primordial cosmic Greek goddess of the night. She was the daughter of Chaos and was apparently very beautiful. She was born in Gaia at the very beginning of time. She dwells in the depths of Hades' underworld and is described as a shadowy dark mist, has a flowing black robe, has wings, and/or rides a chariot pulled by horses. She is not a god to be messed with, as even Zeus was scared of her as she was older and stronger. She may have lived in Tartarus, a realm of darkness, torment, and suffering, but she is not exactly evil. Now, Nyx married Erebus, the god of darkness, and they created Hemera, which is day, and Ether, which is light. Just some of many children worth mentioning. Now, the illustration that I decided to do for this prompt today was my own version of a goddess, sort of taking some of the elements from Nyx and putting them into this one with my own twist and my own thoughts on what I think a sort of like a night goddess would look like. I gave her 6 arms and a hole through her chest with this gold ring around her just because I wanted to, just felt right. And yeah, it made her waist like all this stringy stuff with these little wings that sort of come from her lower back. And she doesn't really have a mouth, she's just got these like gill things on the sides of her face with a couple of little like horn type ear things and this wavy black hair, and yeah, just all the stuff that I like to incorporate into things that I like to draw with these little tentacle thing, not tentacles, but they're like a sinew type thing coming off of her arms, and stuff like that. I love drawing that sort of stuff. I just like it. It just aesthetically pleases me. Now, I made all these square holes in her that represent the darkness and night, and you can see like a little tiny glow. I put a little dot of white gel pen in each square just to represent a little bit of light in the darkness. And yeah, that's basically all this one is. Now, this one was very time consuming only because of the gold. When I had to paint around all the little areas in between her arms, and that took the most time. Other than that, the rest of it wasn't too bad, but this is probably one of the most detailed ones in this Inktober series, which I don't like to spend a lot of time on these because there is so many of them. I like to just knock a simple one out every day, but this one I'd spend a little bit of time on, and yeah, because there was so many elements to it. But yeah, that's that prompt. I will let you watch the rest of this one. This one did take me a little bit longer. There's a little bit more video of this one getting done, but I'll let you watch the rest of it, and I will meet back up with you in just a moment for the next prompt. Now, day 24 is shallow, and the first thing that popped into my mind was the cause of death called shallow water blackout syndrome. It's a preventable death, but this syndrome causes the person to voluntarily hyperventilate, which down-regulates CO2 in the brainstem chemoreceptors and results in loss of consciousness in the worst possible place, in the water. And the outcome is drowning. It's triggered by the person holding their breath, which lowers the CO2 levels to delay the swimmer from having any urge to breathe. It's called shallow water blackout because it usually happens in water less than 15 feet or 5 meters. This can happen to people who have poor techniques at prolonged breath holding and don't have any rests in between, usually novice divers and swimmers. So how is this preventable? Well, just don't go swimming in water by yourself and or learn how to take breaths properly. Now, the illustration that I decided to do for this prompt today is of a woman who is been thrown into some shallow water. She's been murdered and half her head's been not half her head, but the top of her head's been cut off, and her right arm's been cut off. She's got slits all over her, and she's sort of like bleeding a bit, and yeah, she's just laying in some shallow water. A bit morbid, this one, yes, I know, but hey, that's what came to me, and the vision came to me to draw it, so I'm going to listen to the deep, dark parts of my brain that tell me what to draw, because I know for a fact if I don't listen to that part of my brain, it punishes me, and I need to get that darkness out, so there you go. So I will let you watch the rest of this prompt, and I'll meet back up with you in just a moment for the next prompt in this video. Now, day 25 is dangerous, and the first thing that popped into my mind with this one was this. I'm going to call it the sharp pointy needle, because if I mention the name, I'm going to get this video taken down, because they've already taken one of my other videos down, which I'm going to re-upload eventually. Wait for that, because I'm not impressed with what they said about it. But if you don't already know from the previous video on this topic that I have done, I knew right from the first mention of this pointy needle that I was not going to get it. Now, the people that I know who got this pointy needle were evidently affected by it and are still suffering the repercussions of it. And I'm not talking only a few people, I'm talking everybody that got it. So I label this pointy needle very dangerous. Let me know in the comments below if you've watched the doco Suddenly Died. It is fucked up. It shows you exactly what happens to most of the people who get this pointy needle. People I know that have got this pointy needle have suffered strokes, holes in their hearts that have never been there before, fluid on lungs, severe fatigue, heart attacks, heart arrhythmia, blood clots, shingles, cancer that super spreads or comes back, you know, all the usual suspects. And me and my partner are over here feeling pretty good. I'm going to knock on wood. We have no no issues health-wise, well, physically anyway. My mental health, that's another story, but we won't go there. But I could go on and on about this topic, but I'm not going to, because we all know that this was designed to fuck up the population. But I will get this video taken down. I don't want to get any more videos taken down, so I'm not going to go on with any more. But anyway, the illustration that I decided to do for this prompt today was obvious. It's a monster in a lab, and he's had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think I've counted 7 there, you know, pointy needles in the arm, and he's going back for more because it's, you know, not realizing the repercussions that it's turning him into the creature that he is now, a very unhealthy, slithering, slimy creature. And yeah, can't stop getting these pointy needles because he just thinks that that's what he needs to do, but no, look what it's doing to it. Anyway, you may disagree with me on this. Hey, this is just my opinion. Hey, if you went and got it and you not have any repercussions, good on you. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. But just from what I've witnessed, it's been absolutely terrible for everyone that I know. And it's just devastating to watch the deterioration when there was no deterioration before. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Take with it what you will. I'll let you watch the rest of this one, and I will meet back up with you with the last prompt in this video today. Day 26 is remove, and my mind went straight to something fairly simple and of someone having their head removed, you know, as you do. But did you know that it is possible that when a person gets decapitated, the brain is still registering and you may still be conscious for 2 to 7 seconds after your head has been removed from your body? I actually do a whole video on this. Check it out here at the top right corner if you're interested, or after this video, just go and search through my video playlist. It's not too far down, I don't think, in my list. But some people have even witnessed the head moving and the eyes and mouth are looking at the executioner that has just cut their head off. Now that is disturbing. But the illustration that I decided to do for this prompt today was just very simple, just some dude walking around and he's having his head removed by one of those claws in one of those claw machines. You know, that's just the vision I got. And maybe he's like, you know, someone's playing the game and it's just got his head and just ripped it off from his body, and, you know, they got a head now. Anyway. But that is all for today. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. Dislike it, I couldn't care less. We're on the home run now. There's only a few videos left, and Inktober is done, and I can get back into my regular stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.